Hey everybody, Phil Kerner here, the Tool and Die Guy with another rant, and this is 2 rants in 2 weeks. So I don't know what's got me so fired up, but I do know what's got me fired up tonight. Over the years, as you guys know, if you're watching these videos, I love my tools, and you saw my apprentice tool list. I was expected to have, and they even spec'd out which ones I had to buy: Starrett, Mitutoyo, and Brown and Sharp. And boy, those were all 3 great manufacturers. Back in those days, back in the 70s, we weren't sure if we quite trusted the Mitutoyo brand yet because they were Japanese. But they were always great. But we tended to buy a lot of Starrett and Brown and Sharp. So as a tool junkie, I still buy stuff. And I got this great set of mics this week, and I was going to do a review on them. I bought a set of digital Starretts that read to 50 millions. Okay, and they were really nice. But for those of you who haven't experienced the thrill of getting something from the LS Starrett Company, they always come in these amazing red boxes. And and these are the same. They've changed the logo a little bit, but you always knew you got something from Starrett when the red box showed up. Now let's talk about Starrett. This is this great company. It's been around since, I think, 1880 up there in Massachusetts. And I always, in my mind, pictured these guys walking around in white aprons, making these gauges. They make amazing stuff. I mean, they do so much up there. Their micrometers, their indicators, their height gauges, their gauge blocks, top of the line. I mean, Starrett, right? So imagine my surprise when I looked at the side of the box and saw this. Really? Starrett, made in China. Oh. I don't know how they survived for 120 years without getting things made in China. And I think it's NAFTA and the cheap labor. But, for this company, and I'm not ripping on Starrett here, it's just, this is like, the New York Yankees relocating in, Beijing. I mean, I'm going to be honest here. The Chinese government is no friend of free people and the United States in general. They're just not. And I'm not saying the Chinese people are bad, but the Chinese government, when you're not allowed to leave your country or you get thrown in prison or shot, that's not a good country. So the fact that this company is over there now is shocking to me, and whoring out for this goddamn slave labor for nothing to build the gauges I use as an American pisses me off. And, I'm also disgusted that 140 years or 120 years or however long they've been in business, all those secrets now belong to the Chinese, how they do things. So in 10 years, when they have a better Navy, Air Force, and than us, and this is part of it. We're giving them their technology. They steal all this shit. They steal this stuff. They'll be coming out with their own Starrett things shortly. It's just, that's what they do. They're unscrupulous that way. So that's my rant. It's sad to see a great American company like this, these gauges, and this little great factory up in Massachusetts now building their stuff in China. What's the difference? I think I'll buy my next set of mics at Walmart. Who cares? So, the good news is I heard next year's 4th of July will be brought to you by the Republic of China. We'll see you next week.